So good afternoon, everybody. I am at Piestewa Peak, which is formerly known as Squaw Peak, Phoenix Mountain Preserves. So I am going to attempt to do my first hike since I broke my ankle, which was September 10th, 2022. So I've got my hiking shoes on, my headphones, a jacket, 2 small bottles of water, and this is my garb. So I'll see you at the top. All right, so slowly I'm making it, but I'm just enjoying the walk. Like I said, it's been a year since I broke my ankle. So now that it's fully healed, I'm ready to take on hiking again. All right, so I forgot to tell you, it's 3:30 p.m. and what's the temperature? The temperature is 65 degrees. And so far, that's how far I've come. I've been doing elliptical exercises to strengthen my legs because for my ankle, I felt that was best to give me some sort of exercise, and it seems to be doing pretty good. I'm handling the hiking very well. Little out of breath, but the ankle is fine. It's handling the elements very well, as well as the terrain. All right, so I made it to the first stopping point, rest area, where there's a bench, and you can take a look at the nice view of downtown Phoenix. And the hiking continues. All right, so still hiking, and I have to make it up that hill, and I'm not even a quarter of the ways. But this is an accomplishment for me already, because when all the times that I was doing physical therapy to try and strengthen my ankle, I'd always talk about I used to hike, and I couldn't. It was even hard to do all the exercises that were assigned to me. So I can't wait to tell my physical therapist I'm doing it. I'm actually doing it. So still got a ways to go, but I'll get there. Okay. So this is how far I made it. That little stretch down there was a little rough. That's what hiking is all about. You can really feel it on your calves and your glutes. Okay, here I am Now I can see the McDowell Mountains. So one thing I learned, you have to go at your own pace. You have to. Don't try to race other people, because it's not going to be enjoyable and you could hurt yourself. So go at your own pace and enjoy the scenery. So it's been 1 year and I can feel it. I definitely needed this hike. All right, so I think about I'm 1/3 of the way, and this stretch right here, you get a workout. Check out that scenery. All right, and here's the other side of the hiking trail at Piestewa Peak. I have this hike to go, and you kind of zigzag up there. You go around the side of the mountain on the left, and then you start hiking all the way up there. See that trail? And it's quite fun. Helicopter. Let's hope they're not picking up some hiker who overextended themselves, which happens. Yeah, I see them up there. Maybe they're just making sure everybody's safe. So this is your resting point. You're not going straight uphill, so you kind of just take it easy and do your walk. You're still going up, but you're not really feeling the burn. So we're almost there. Yeah. Really, we're not almost there. We're about halfway. So I made it to rest area number 2, and this is North Phoenix. Get quite a view and exercise. So the trail is behind this mountain here, and you're just gonna go that way, and yeah, you'll see. But so far so good. The legs are holding up for 1 year of being out of commission. I tell you, I'm doing pretty darn good. So it's not a paved trail. So if you decide to hike this mountain, be prepared for a lot of jagged rocks. Make sure your shoes are nicely padded, because you're going to feel every sharp edge that you step on. Okay, here's the view so far. And the journey continues. Going up the side of the mountain. It's quite a challenge, but it's not as challenging as what lies ahead. So I'll tell you, once you pass this, you get a little reprieve. You're walking at a level distance for a while. Now there's the mountain we need to conquer. That's the summit. And see that stretch where people are walking? That can be a bear because you're going straight up and up and up. So it's quite a hike. You have to be using your legs to get up to climb the mountains because there's really no steps. Well, there are kind of some steps, but it's not all the way. And it can be quite dangerous. So make sure when you walk, you're using the correct judgment on where to step. Or have somebody assist you helping up. Because it's no fun if you fall. Still going, and if you notice, it's going up and up and up and up. And right there is the final resting stop before you go all the way uphill. And that's where I came from. All right, let's move on. All right, I needed a rest, but I also wanted to talk a little bit. So right here I was hiking in the summertime, and this was years ago, and there was this rattlesnake right there in this very spot, and he was hissing and rattling his tail. I know to stay away from rattlesnakes, but these tourists were treating him like he was a pet. And I was like, you guys, get away, he's a rattlesnake. So I did not stay to find out. I quickly moved to the side and went on my trail. But yeah, this place does have rattlesnakes and coyotes. More scenery. Quite beautiful, and you can actually see the stadium way down there. Okay, so I made it to the last resting area before we actually conquer the top. So you think it's quite easy, but it isn't, because it's a zigzag hike. Then you're going up there, around the mountain, and then you do another stretch. But we're almost there. I would say we're about 2/3 the way. So this is the area, the rest area. I haven't drank any water yet. What I suggest is don't drink water unless you absolutely have to. If sip it, don't guzzle it. Breathe through your nose. That'll conserve some saliva. And what can happen if you drink the water really fast, you'll get a cramp. It'll affect your walking, and you could possibly run out of water and end up thirsty. So conserve your water, don't drink it unless you have to, and sip it. So this, it looks like it has some steps, but it's still quite steep. You really have to use your knees to get you up there. All right, I made it this far, and that was a challenge. Remember, know your limitations. If you need a rest, take a rest. But my suggestion is don't rest for very long, because your legs will get sore and you won't be as motivated as you once were. So make sure that you just rest enough just to get you going a little further. And the hiking continues. We'll get there. So you guys, this is just like climbing the stairs. Okay, so I'm still continuing, and if you notice, Camelback Mountain. Camelback Mountain, I believe it's not the tallest. This is the tallest peak compared to the both of them, but I think the Camelback is really more strenuous because it's more of an uphill climb. Notice how you have, it's kind of like this, where you're constantly going uphill, and you don't get the long stretches to rest, if I can remember correctly. I see a little animal. What was he? There he goes. There's a family of them right there. Look at that. Aren't they cool? Somebody threw a banana peel, so they're munching on that.
This is our chance.
Okay.
That's pretty impressive.
Enjoy the food.
I guess we stayed somewhere.
They put a bench up here. Like I said, it's been a while since I've been here, so it wasn't here when I was hiking, but I will use it. So that was quite a steep hike, but it gets even steeper. But the reward is we're almost there. Another rest. So I see some people up there, almost there. But I tell you, this little stretch right here, it really works the toll on you, because you're really just going up and up and up. Okay, I made the toughest area so far, but there's still more to go. You're going that way, through the side, and then it's straight up. And we're there. Can't wait. So you guys, I made it across that stretch. Now, the hard part. You're constantly going straight up to the top. It's a lot of stress on the legs, the cardio, but the payoff is worth it. And we're almost there. Checking up on us, making sure we made it. Now that is pretty cool. Okay, we're halfway there. Okay, that was quite a workout. We're almost there. One thing I learned about hiking is you just have to keep going. And if you have to,
it's literally right there.
If you have to slow the pace down, slow it down.
Yeah, but you're almost there. Deep
Right
breaths.
there.
Thank you. But we're almost there. So you guys, I made it to the top, and it's great. So I have to tell you, it's been 15 months since I broke my ankle. This is the first time hiking, and I did pretty good. All that training on the elliptical actually helped me out to get up here. Because in my heyday, I used to hike up this mountain 3 times a week. Sometimes I'd come here at 2 o'clock in the morning, and there would be nobody here, it'd be complete darkness, and I loved it. But it was a different time. You can't do that now because it can be quite dangerous, and you just don't know who's out there. But at the time, I felt quite safe. Now if you look over there, that is the Scottsdale Airport.
I'm so lucky. The sunset.
Overlooking North Scottsdale, North Phoenix. But let's make it official. I made it to the top, but I didn't make it to the actual summit. So let's make it to the
All right, let's do it.
to
Oh, you want to talk about Title 9 on the way home?
the highest peak.
Okay. I know a lot about it.
Okay, I made it. Flagpole moment. I was gonna come earlier in the morning, but it was quite cloudy and you wouldn't really get a good view. So the moment the clouds started opening up, I decided to take the hike, and look at the payoff. All right. Another thing I used to do when I hike is I would go to that side of the mountain. But in order to get to that side, you have to kind of jump over a cliff to get there. So it can be quite dangerous if you don't know what you're doing, because you can miss your step and fall and obviously break a leg or a neck. But if you're experienced, you can do it. So I made it something to write home about. 15 months of a broken ankle, healing from a broken ankle, and I made my first hike. Pat on the back. Thank you all for joining me, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Oh, I forgot to say, when you're first hiking, don't overextend yourself, because going down can be the toughest part of it. You're really working a lot of your leg muscles to get down the mountain, and it can be quite rough on the knees. So just be mindful of that. All right, bye-bye.